the words that I just told you, I memorized them 3 weeks back, and I haven't had
Fantastic.
to uh, open that page, and I don't have to open that page till my exam now.
Now, Ruhi, a tough challenge for you. People who are listening, again, I want you to repeat that concept because people should not think, okay, Dr. Ruhi memorized the concept. Maybe she came prepared. Okay. Now I want you to repeat that concept, what you had memorized. Tell us again, forward, backward. Then I'll leave you from here.
Subtypes of breast cancer. In hormone receptor positive, there are tubular, cribriform, mucinous, and
Hi, everyone. This is your Deepak here, the memory coach and the CEO of Indian Memory Sports Council. Today with me, I have a fantastic personality with me. This is Dr. Ruhi Kumar with me. So she's basically from Delhi and she did her major studies in Karnataka. She did her MBBS. She did her MD in general medicine in Karnataka. Now, right now, as we are speaking, she is in Chennai doing her super specialty in oncology. And we have a very good connect because I also stay in Karnataka and Ruhi has also been more than 10 years in Karnataka. Now she is in Chennai. Now, before I start with this podcast, I should tell one thing about Ruhi. When she joined our memory training classes, she was so enthusiastic. She wanted to learn. She was always coming forward, and I could see that enthusiasm and the kind of interest she showed in that. And that is when I thought, yes, Ruhi Kumar is the one who will be more inspirational and motivational to all the upcoming students who wants to take up medicine. Hi, Ruhi, welcome.
good evening, sir. Thank you for the kind
Thank
introduction.
thank you very much. You deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve
Thank
more and more. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Ruhi, for joining. Ruhi, first tell us about your medicine journey, your school, and how as a student, see, as I see that you have done a lot of things and you have made it's something difficult to crack. Anyone thinks about medicine, no, they say, okay, I don't want to study so many years of studies. Why should I do this? Now, what brought you into this?
so, sir, actually, I had always been a good student, and so it was kind of pre-decided that I will go into the science field. But as I came closer and closer to choose my field, medicine kind of called to me. The biology was like a good, interesting topic subject for me, and medicine seemed fun. My father had done medicine, but he changed his field after MBBS. So,
Oh,
as a young child, I had gone to his 25th reunion, 25th college reunion. So I think
fantastic.
something there just made an impact on me, and I wanted to pursue medicine after that.
Fantastic. So is it was that day you got motivated, or generally, as children we say, when we see in movies and we see a doctor who says, I want to become a doctor, I want to become, is it like that it started, or because of your father?
It was because of my father mostly, but I was also an avid TV watcher. So there
Wow,
was this show called House MD. So that also motivated me to be like, okay, I want to be a cool doctor. so,
fantastic,
so
fantastic.
I kept working towards medicines.
So that shows you are living your dreams.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Fantastic, fantastic. Rohit, then how did your medicine journey go on? How did you crack the NEET exam? Because earlier, I think when you started, there was no NEET exam, I believe.
So, sir, I didn't give UG NEET. So, under graduation for MBBS, there was no NEET at that time. We had to give
Yeah,
separate exams for separate colleges. And
correct.
through that, I got my MBBS. And it was a fun journey. Like, it was filled with lot of study and lot of first time college experiences. But it really, at the end of MBBS, we do 1 year of internship. So during that time, I really enjoyed going to clinics and seeing the life, my potential future life as a doctor, and it really interested me. And I definitely knew that I wanted to do MD. And after deciding between all the subjects, I chose general medicine because I feel it's the king of all subjects. So, and
Fantastic.
again, it held a lot of interest for me. So then I prepared for NEET PG. At that time, NEET PG had just come into play, and it's one of the toughest exams, as everyone knows, and it
Yes.
does instill a source of fear in your mind, and you just feel like there's so much competition. How will you go about it? But
True.
I did crack it, fortunately, got my dream branch in MD medicine. And those 3 years were a roller coaster ride, but a fun roller coaster ride.
I
And
understand.
yes, after that, I gave my NEET SS, which is a super specialty NEET. So after medicine, now the pattern has changed actually for the last 3 years. But I was the
Okay.
last batch to give NEET super specialty in medicine. So we had to choose our super specialty subjects and give competitive exam in that. And I chose oncology, and here I am doing my DM in medical oncology.
Superb, superb, superb. Now, Rohi, how was your experience in Karnataka? And right now you're in Chennai. And the upcoming aspirants and budding NEET aspirants, I've seen people saying that, okay, I did my 11th and 12th with PCMB and I couldn't crack NEET. Okay, now let me take a 1 year break. Let me try once again. And now some people take a break again, 2 years, 3 years break, and still they want to crack it. So, what is the advice you would love to give to them?
I feel like these people are very perseverant, and I really hats off to them that they are so passionate about this field. And if that's the case, if that's something that they really want to do, I think it's a very wonderful thing that they are willing to wait for a few years to get a good rank and crack and get into their dream college. One more thing I would say, at every point, like, don't hold on to that one goal. Keep re-evaluating throughout the process.
Okay,
When you are at a certain point, re-evaluate and think, is this still the thing for me? Am I still on the right path? Does it still make sense for me? So that would be my only advice, to constantly reevaluate that, am I going towards the right goal, or is it just because of some other reason, or is it stubbornness, or is it some pressure of some kind? But if it is something that you really want to do, then hats off to you.
perfect, perfect. So, you say don't stick on to it. If you want to really do it and if it is coming for you, go for it. Otherwise, there are other choices, what you suggest.
Yes, sir, definitely. We should reevaluate and see, okay, I haven't cracked it in 2 years. There is, after MBBS is not the end. After MBBS, there is MDMS. After that, there is again a super specialty need. So, how long are you willing to wait? So, reevaluate and think whether can I take a separate path to reach the same goal.
Perfect. So that shows, Ruhi. Now you have opened up some minds. Actually, as I'm listening to you, many people don't feel that. So maybe they are thinking that, okay, I'm not going the right path. Okay, should I take it once again? They repeat it, and then they feel that, okay, I'm discouraged. So this is the right way what you told. So reevaluate yourself, check, and then you have brighter options than simply wasting time on that.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. Now good to know that, Ruhi. And now I'm surprised with one thing. Dr. Ruhi is Dr. Ruhi again. Okay. Now, why did she come to these memory classes, and why did you take the training from us? I was so surprised. What brought you into this memory field, and why did you want to do this?
So, sir, this is, I reached these memory classes through an indirect path. It's quite funny
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I've always been the one to have a good memory.
Okay.
But my mother always says that she has a bad memory. So she
Okay.
came across these classes. She wanted to
Right.
improve her memory. But when we discussed what was going on in the classes, I was so curious. So my curiosity made me join the classes. And then everything snowballed from there, because I loved the techniques, I loved what you were teaching. And um, everyone can teach a subject, but nobody knows how to learn. Like, nobody
How to
teaches
learn?
how to learn with the correct techniques. And these are one of a kind classes which I found that you are teaching people how to learn. Students have read their subjects, they have passed their exams. This is not necessary to pass their exam, they can do it on their own, yes. But these techniques, like, they provide something valuable in that, they give you the right path. So you are in the you are using your energy with the right technique in the right direction, and that really helped me.
Fantastic. So what techniques? Because you are already a good student, you are doing well, you are already done with medicine, or you are doing super specialty. Now, what value it has added you after joining? See, you did the course again. You are continuing the course now, right? How much value it has added to you?
The value, it has definitely added a lot of value in the way that even with a good memory, I'm always scared when I picked up my book. So
Okay,
one major thing that has happened for me is it has these classes have taken away the fear of the challenge of memorizing a book, or when I
fantastic.
open my book, which is very big, it
Okay,
becomes like I don't feel intimidated or scared. That is a very big thing. So it's like a stress buster class for me. And the other thing is
fantastic.
uh, small changes in the techniques of how I was learning. So one of the classes deals with what type of learner you are. So when I recognized and found out the type of learner I am, I can use the right way to learn, which my brain enjoys. So
Perfect.
I can use those techniques to further my subject learning.
Perfect. Now, as you brought this point, Ruhi, Dr. Ruhi, I just want to ask you one thing. After you got to know that what kind of a learner you are, okay. After that few weeks, I still remember that surprised you that day. You were so mesmerized and thrilled that okay, I got the right path now. After that, implementing that strategy of yours, or whatever style yours, how fast has become your memorization and retention?
So again, that was a memorable class for me, and I found out that the techniques I'm using is not the type of learner I am. So I'm using all
Okay,
my energy in a different way, which my brain doesn't like at all. And the way my brain likes is what I'm not using. So I feel like I wasn't maximizing my potential or maximizing my output. And now with the now I've changed my way, and I've slowly started incorporating more um, have more fun techniques for myself. So I'm enjoying it, and it has made the process faster. Like I'm not getting stuck. I don't know, with some of the things, like my house walls are filled with post-its, like colorful post-its, but I was not understanding where I'm going wrong, why those things are not working for me. But then I realized that my brain doesn't like colorful post-its.
okay.
So,
Let me bust the suspense for people who are listening. Okay, Ruhi, Dr. Ruhi is an auditory learner. So in auditory learner, Dr. Ruhi, tell us what all practices you are doing and how effective it is.
so as an auditory learner, I learn by hearing things better and faster. So first thing is it really helps me focus, because I can just close my eyes and listen to the topic and just memorize it in one go. Like I don't have to make an effort. It feels very effortless to memorize. And that is the one thing. It's just made the process very fast. Like I don't have to go over things again. I don't have to uh, like I start feeling the stress building when I'm like looking at things, but I'm not able to retain them. So just by hearing it once or twice, I'm able to recall better for longer. Even after 10 days, 15 days, it stays in my head. I'm able to bring it to my forefront very easily. So that has really cleared for me in those classes.
Fantastic. So let me connect the dots to the viewers. So, Ruhi, you're telling us earlier you're trying something, pasting on the walls, like you thought that, okay, many are doing it, let me also do this. But when you got to know that you are an auditory learner, you changed the style, and now your retention is better. Now you're able to memorize fast, retain fast, and that struggle is not
Yes, it's effortless. So
there.
that's
Effortless. Oh, that's the right word. Perfect, perfect, Ruhi, got it now. Now tell us, Ruhi, I still remember when we did our speed reading, no? You showed me one voluminous book. You said, "Sir, this is what I want to memorize." Can you show that book now? Oh
This
my
is my
goodness.
book.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now, Ruhi, that day I still remember we did a calculation. Okay, I taught you some strategies on how not only to read fast, but also you can memorize and convert your that such a voluminous book into less number of pages and memorize. So that day we did a calculation. So what was the calculation all about, and how many pages were there, and how many pages we got reduced into, and how many hours we calculated? Can you throw more light on that?
So basically, what we did was, so when I showed the book to sir, sir was like, "Don't worry, we will reduce it into, we'll reduce it into few pages. We'll condense it. Don't worry." I was very
Yeah,
skeptical. I was like, "How is this going to happen? Will it work for my subject, which is a very technical subject?" And oftentimes, this is the problem with medical students. They have this mental block, which I did as well, that these techniques are for other subjects, not for
correct.
medical technical
Not
subjects.
for medical.
But
True,
let
true,
me
true.
tell you, that's not true. It's for medical subjects as well. You can use the same techniques. So what we did was, sir asked us to calculate the number of words on a page, and I took a page and it was 700 words, and he showed us how to reduce that, and he told us ways to reduce it, and it reduced to 140 words only,
Fantastic.
which I had to memorize.
700, repeat, 700 got reduced to 140. Wow,
So a
amazing.
page with 700 words, which I had to potentially memorize, got reduced to 140 words. So I
Brilliant.
remember telling sir that I'm feeling very light. And
So then it was for one page. Then we calculated for the whole book. Then what happened?
yes, sir. So then what we did was we did some calculations and used some numbers, and we found out how much time it will take me to read this book, which is 3,000 pages, and complete it
Perfect.
and memorize it page to page with the right amount of words. And it came out to be like a very surprising number, 4 to 5 hours a day. If I work for around 5 to 6 months, I will have this book memorized cover to cover, which was a very wow moment for me.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. Now on dot, you told something amazing to the viewers and those who are listening to this. Please mark my words when I in my webinars and in my places where I speak about saying, you tell me what on this planet Earth you want to memorize, I will make you memorize. Now, how do you resonate with that statement, Ruhi?
That's what, sir. I approached it with a lot of skepticism, because I was not at all sure that this is the technique for me, or this will work for me, or a technical subject. But you really clarified everything in a very simple way, and you didn't use any hi-fi knowledge or hi-fi technique. It was very simple, and I was very shocked and pleasantly surprised for to
Fantastic.
see that it works for me as well.
Earlier, see, we calculated that you can finish that book in 4 to 5 months with 4 to 5 hours of studies and such a voluminous book. Earlier, what was your plan? How many months would you take, or what was your plan to finish that? After reducing, okay, you got it more lighter and now you're more relaxed, right? Earlier, what was your plan? When would you complete?
Earlier, my plan was like 1 year, and i
Okay.
was i was giving myself 1 year, and I was still not thinking about reading each and every page. I was thinking about reading the important pages. Like, we know, we try to prioritize, okay, this might be important, or that might be more important than the other topics. And I was trying to do that, but you never know. Like, I mean, all the medical students will agree with me. Nothing is out of syllabus. Everything is part of the syllabus. They can ask you anything at any point of time during the exam, and so I was planning on just focusing on the important questions or important parts, and that also had a plan for 1 year, which I was working on very slowly.
Okay. So generally, I understand, Ruhi, because being a doctor, you're already in the profession. You have to do practice also, study also. But now, how are you able to manage both after joining these memory classes?
Uh, I've got a lot of free time. Let's just say that. um like sir said, we have long working hours, we have night shifts, we have duty days, we have presentations, everything just keeps compounding one after the other. And Monday to Saturday are full days, we only have one Sunday, all those things are there. And the pressure just keeps building. But when you see that you are able to accomplish something in a matter of 2 to 3 hours, which was probably taking you 6 to 8 hours, which made you compromise on your sleep, on your eating habits, and um, it really loosens you up. Like, I have freed up a lot of time, so I can at least eat in peace, sleep one more hour. So, like that.
Fantastic, fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. So you're getting sufficient time for your sleep, for your other curricular activities, everything. You're getting time.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, Rui, I'll pose a challenge to you right now. Okay.
Okay.
So I want you to pick up one of the concepts which you already memorized. So let viewers know that this is applicable, and even a medicine student can memorize, either it is MBBS or MD or super specialty, whatever it is. So anything from your super specialty you have picked up, any concept which you have memorized using our strategies, I would love to hear from you.
So we did this activity, and I memorized the good subtypes of breast cancer, good pathological subtypes of
Yeah, go ahead, Rohit. Go
breast
ahead, go ahead.
cancer.
Just
And
tell us the concept. Yeah. Let us see how much you remember.
yeah,
You
and
have to now, Rohit, one more challenge. You have to tell me all these statements forward, backward, both ways.
okay, sir.
Okay? That's the
Okay.
challenge for you. Let's see.
Good histological subtypes of breast cancer. In hormone receptor positive subtypes, there is tubular, cribriform, mucinous, and solid or encapsulated papillary. And in hormone negative subtype, there is adenosystic type, low grade adenosquamous metaplastic type, and low grade fibromatosis metaplastic type. So this is the forward.
Fantastic. Now, Rohit, the challenge becomes more tougher. Tell us the same thing reverse. I want you to tell me all the points in the reverse format. Let's see if it happens.
Okay, sir. So, good histological subtypes of breast cancer in hormone negative patients, low grade fibromatosis like metaplastic type, low grade adenosquamous metaplastic type, adenosystic type, in hormone receptor positive, solid or encapsulated papillary type, mucinous type, cribriform type, and tubular form.
Wow, fantastic. Amazing. Amazing. On dot. Okay,
Thanks.
so viewers, that's Dr. Ruhi Kumar for you. If you are listening, you have to clap from there. You have to give her a big round of applause from there. Okay, that's Ruhi. Now, Ruhi, one thing, because you told all these difficult terminologies. Okay, some are struggling. Like, see, I get students from medicine, NEET background. They want to crack NEET exam. Some are pharmacologists because they want to crack something in pharmacy. They have lot of these terminologies. They say, okay, it is a difficult nut to crack. I don't think so. I can do it. So I have taught you memory techniques to do that also. How easy it is now to memorize those medical difficult terminologies altogether. So many terminologies were there today when you spoke about how easy it is.
It's actually easier than I thought. And after doing this course with you, sir, with memory classes, I feel like no terminology is difficult.
Oh,
So I feel like that
okay.
myth will be broken for people who take these classes. It's easy to memorize any and all topics. It's just a mental block. And once you learn the right technique, you will be able to use it, and you will yourself feel that it was much easier than you thought it was.
Perfect, perfect. Now, if you remember last a few days back when we had a class, I had promised one more thing. I said I'll put all your 140, 150 words what are there. I told you I'll reduce it to only 5 to 10 words. How did that happen?
Again, I was very skeptical that, okay, gone from 700 to 140. Okay, wow, that's great. Thank you. But after that, now you are saying you will reduce it to single digit number. I was thinking, how is that possible with the difficult terminology and everything is important? It's not like you can leave the important words. But sir, you did it, and I was again very shocked to see how it reduced to single digit number. And it's, you didn't tell me, okay, use this number, use this word, or remove this word. You just showed me the way of how to do it, and my brain just took care of it. And this what I just the words that I just told you, I memorized them 3 weeks back, and I haven't had
Fantastic.
to uh, open that page, and I don't have to open that page till my exam now, which is so great.
Fantastic. So as you spoke about retention, Dr. Rohi, tell us. You told me that last 3 weeks back you memorized it, you still remember, correct? Now, is it that only that particular concept you remember, or if you can apply all these techniques and strategies, do you think till your exam you can remember? Because many of the students, they say, whatever is the exam, either it is medicine, engineering, or NEET exam, or any kind of, or UPSC exam. Many of them say, sir, I memorized everything. I don't know what happened. Inside the examination hall, I forgot. Now, Dr. Rugi, please tell us, as you are memorizing and using the same strategies, do you inside the examination hall, you'll forget the concept?
Sir, now if you wake me up from sleep also, I'll be able to memorize it. I'll be able to tell it forward and backward.
Okay.
It's I mean, it was very common with me also that I would memorize a topic, go into the exam hall and feel like I'm missing a few points, and feel like maybe I'm not able to recall fully. And that's very common with everyone. It happened with me as well. But a few concepts which I have worked on with these topics, not few, a lot, all of them I'm able to recall back with a lot of ease. It's very simple to recall them. And I don't think I'll forget them till my exam. I just have to revise it once before, and I think I'll be fine.
Fantastic. So you already know how to create those finishing pages. So you know how to put it on paper, what has to be done, and how the paper has to be kept, and what kind of pen or a pencil you should use. For everything, we have a strategy. I hope all those things are working for you. Okay, now the upcoming students in medicine or any field for that matter. See, many people think, that whenever I take my webinars and everything, people think, okay, this is for kids. Okay, this is for 8, 9, 10, 10 standards for, not for me. This is not for competitive exam. What is that advice you want to give?
um, I think this is definitely for you if you are doing a competitive exam. um, the small things at each and every point, like sir said, which pen, which pencil, how to read the page, how to create a finishing page, speed reading, what to read, how to memorize, what to memorize, every single thing, it accumulates and makes a big impact in what you're trying to memorize. So for even for a competitive exam, it's all about memory and recall, right? So this is definitely going to work for that as well. I think all the students who are taking competitive exams should definitely think about taking these memory classes. You will not realize how much it has benefited you until you attend them.
Perfect, perfect. Now, coming to your wow moment. There's so many techniques I taught you, no doubt in that. What was that one moment or one technique which you said, wow, this is something I realized that this would happen in life and this happened? What was that one class or two class which was that wow moment?
Sir, this class was, I was so shocked that this was my biggest wow moment in all of the classes that I took, and it was the finishing page class. Very, very, very simple thing, like circling my point and not underlining it, and creating a finishing page and speed reading. These are the topics actually I had read about previously itself on my own. I had found things how to speed read, how to summarize, and all these things. I had done that before your classes. I had been using it before as well. But when I joined these class, and a simple thing like circling my word, it just changed the way my brain saw the page and recalled everything that circle was my biggest wow moment in the entire class.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, listening to this, you might be wondering what is this circling. So, you have to attend our class to know more about that. Okay. Now, Rohi, as you brought this point, let me ask you one open thing where everyone wants to get enlightened about it. Because many people know watching this Instagram reels or YouTube videos, a lot of content is there on the internet today. Everyone gives you some tips. Now, as a student who has already done my course, who has already done this, okay, what do you think? All those tips and tricks, will they help, or doing a complete course will help? What is that you would give a suggestion? Because I see a lot of people know, they say I've learned that technique, this technique, everything is random, and they don't trust saying that okay, you have to do a course. They say no, everything is on internet today. There is everything on YouTube today. So what is the suggestion you want to give to them? What advice you would love to give?
Sir, I feel that whenever you are doing something or pursuing something, you should do it in a structured manner. So the
Correct.
course gives you structure. Although there are these techniques available everywhere, how to use them, how you should get introduced to them is very well planned out in this course with you, sir, these memory classes. So although there is a lot of content, we can't just take it up all at once. You have to take it step by step. So which step comes first, which comes next? It's a well planned, well structured class. So, and it gives it to you in bite sized pieces which you can digest easily. It's not suddenly overload of information, and you give time to practice those things as well. Like you ask us to practice those techniques and come back and then tell me what you have learned or what problems you faced. So in that way I feel like a course is more helpful than just random content. Another small point I would like to say, this is like a self realization which I felt
Yeah.
that when as students who are preparing for competitive exams, when we are looking at these contents and these tips and tricks we are trying to find, we are just delaying the inevitable. Like we know we have to read something but we are just
Okay.
delaying it by saying no, no, we are learning a trick or a tip or something. But how much are we actually going to apply and use and recall? That goes back to zero. So a class is definitely the course is definitely the way to go. And tips and tricks, it's just content. Whether it sticks in your brain or not is the main question.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, Ruhi, as you told me that, one more point. See, I always promise that I promise less, I deliver more. That's what I believe, and hope you also believe in that. So when I say I have my follow-up classes, I say I'm always reachable. You ask me anything you want. Okay. So many of them do those promises, but do you think I keep up all those promises? Am I reachable? And am I there for your doubts? Yeah, people want to
Yes,
know more.
definitely yes. And actually it makes me wonder, sir, how much do you sleep? Do you sleep at all? Because
Okay.
sir is always available. He's just a message or a phone call away, and the practice sessions are very helpful. And once you have done a course, you feel like, okay, what is the use? It's just a practice session. And but I attended those practice sessions, and it really helped me to relearn the techniques. It's not, and I went in with the thought that why do I have to do the practice section? I already know the technique. How is it going to help me? But no, it reinforces everything in your mind, and definitely very helpful. And Deepak sir, you are always available to us. I know that personally. You're just a message away, which is so surprising to me. I think you're so hardworking. When do you sleep, sir?
Okay, don't ask me. See, if I talk out my sleep cycle, no, now Ruhi will tell me as a doctor, sir, you should not do this. You should start writing prescriptions. No, I don't want to do that. I'm taking care of myself. Thank you for that, Dr. Ruhi. Now, okay. Now, Ruhi, one more thing that you spoke about your mother. Now, okay, she's also attending our classes. Still, the classes are going on. How does she feel now when you talk to her about this memory? Because this is something which has come to both of your life at a time, maybe a week later. what is the conversation generally happens between mother and daughter about memory? Because it is something new which has come into your family now.
Yes, sir, definitely. And there's a saying which goes, if you educate a woman, you educate the entire household.
Wow,
So
fantastic.
that's something which holds true for our family and my mother, because she got introduced to this and she was singing it's for bad memory, like she has a bad memory, so she needs to do this. And she was like, oh, this is for kids, but it's okay, let me try it and see what happens. But first of all, it has created one more opportunity for us to talk on a different topic. So that's always fun. We discuss a lot of techniques, and we talk in terms of techniques instead of just simple words. So that's always a fun
Yes.
conversation. But it has really helped my mother in improving her memory. I have seen the difference. My mom used to say, I can't memorize a phone number, or I can't
Correct.
memorize this one line. Now she's memorizing pages and phone numbers
Wow.
and credit card numbers and Aadhaar card numbers, and it's really fun to watch. So age is not a bar. This is not just for kids. This is for everyone and anyone, whether you have a good memory or whether you have a bad memory.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Ruhi, and talking about your mother and you, now one more feather on your cap, which will shortly come. I see that you also joined the Indian Memory Championship, which is coming up shortly. Okay, it's on October 20th. It's coming up, and I see both the mother and daughter signs up for the championship. Both are practicing for Indian Memory Championship. See, I thought, okay, now Amita madam, who's your mother, she wants to memorize something, some books. She wants to do a course. That's why she came. Okay, that is fine. Because mother push, daughter comes here, she says, okay, let me try once, let me see, mother is telling so much, let me try once. And you also say, wow, it's working fantastic. Now again, you're coming forward and you say, yes, I want to do a memory championship also. Why?
Sir, it's such a great opportunity. When I found out about the Indian Memory Championship, I found it to be such a great opportunity for people who are willing to, who want to hone their mental capability. This is such a unique opportunity which I don't think exists at all in India. Like, we don't talk about our using our brain, maximizing our brain capability or output, our mental output. And so this was a fascinating concept for me, and I'm a little competitive. So when I found out about this championship, it it made me think that if I'm trying to compete, I'm trying to get better at something, it adds more value to me. It gives me a goal to work towards. And it's not like that I want to go and I want to know first day win or something like that. It's not like that. It's just I know that when I'm working towards that goal, I'm learning the techniques faster, reinforcing them in my brain, and I'm able to recollect them while I'm doing everyday things. Like during my everyday activity, I'm seeing numbers and I'm subconsciously recalling peg images, which is so fun. And so same thing with my mother. So my mom and I, for the first time, are in the same category, like based on age. So I thought, mom, this is a unique opportunity. We'll be competing in the same category, which doesn't happen often. So let's try it out and let's see how it goes.
Fantastic. And one more thing about the championship, many of the students, they feel somewhat at a stressed. Okay, I got everything about my academics. I did everything about it. I can memorize anything and everything. It's enough. Why should I do a championship? Now, why do you think, Dr. Rui, that anyone should consider doing a championship?
Like I said, a championship. Um, there's another saying which says your only competition is yourself. So
True.
you're not really competing with others. Of course, that's the format of any competition, including the Indian Memory Championship. But what you're actually doing is this is your baseline level and you're trying to get better. If you
Okay.
are able to memorize one phone number, you are trying to memorize two. Whether you succeed at it or not is not the question here. The question is whether you are able to focus and apply the technique and push yourself just a little bit more to see what your brain can do. Like, it's so fun to see how my brain is just like surprising me at all turns, twists and turns during your classes. So it's very
Fantastic.
interesting for me.
Well, you brought an interesting point when you spoke about the brain. See, you as a doctor, you can dissect there's one thing I've heard about medicine is we can open any part of the body and we can see, but brain is something which you cannot open and see, right? And it doesn't allow you. There's a limitation for it, correct? Now, what do you think that the brain secrets, what I'm teaching, and the brain, what actually a doctor like you knows? What is the difference are you finding?
So that's a very interesting question, sir, because uh, we do say that we know so many things about different organs of the body, like heart, kidneys, and we know exactly how it works. We know which vessel is going where, which nerve is supplying, what is the function. We can pinpoint each and everything. Even in the heart, all the electrical signals we can pinpoint. But our brain also has blood supply. It also works on electrical signal principle, but we are not able to understand how our brain is working. We still don't know. The more we read or try to learn about our brain, the farther we are going away from the concept of what we actually know about it. So one of the very pleasantly surprising things about your classes was I was able to find out more about what my brain likes and doesn't like, which is not something which can be scientifically explained. Like, we tell our right side of the brain is more creative and left side of the brain is more mechanical, but that's just theory at this point. Like, we really, the more we learn, the more we research, the uh, the farther we are going away from what we know scientifically. So your classes are a lot of fun for me. I find them very interesting, very challenging. um, but you're teaching very simple things. It's not something which is overly complicated, which is simplicity is the really fun thing for me.
So simple techniques, but effective in everything. Yeah,
Extremely
perfect.
effective. Yes, sir.
Extremely effective. Now, Ruhi, taking this forward. Now you are coming for the championship. You are already memorizing things. You are getting a lot of time to hang around, a lot of do your personal things, and there's no stress, there's no pressure. Okay, what are the three things you would love to suggest to these youngsters? Rohi, before I pose you the question, I want to tell you why I came into this field and why. See, in being in the teaching field from past 24 years and teaching a lot of students, every student I see, the moment you say exams, when you say learn, test, no, there's a question mark. In the face, no, there's a question mark. There's a, why are you talking about tests now? Why are you talking about exams? Right? This is the kind of a thing I used to see. Forget my students whom I teach in my coaching center or online. My own children would say, why exams? Why, who's that fellow who found out these exams? Why exams? Now, all my memory students, including you, Dr. Ruhi, I can see that, wow, st- exams are no more a stress. Studies are no more a stress. I can handle it. So that is the kind of situation that I have created or my whole fraternity has created. And that is our mission actually. Okay. Now, coming to the point now, what are the three things you want to suggest after doing this course? You have done everything, you understand what is the value of this. What are the three things you want to share with others? Why they should do this?
So memory classes, it really opened up my mind to a lot of things in a way where I've already said this, but it was a big stress buster for me.
Mhm.
So one thing is, first thing is, it gives you a break from the monotony of reading your subject and being stressed about it and feeling pressured. You are learning something in a fun, playful way, but it is helping you in your studies. So that is one thing. It gives you a break. Second thing which helped for me was the techniques are very simple. So it's not like that I have to make a lot of effort into something very complicated. This is something which I can start implementing today in the class. I can start implementing it from today and carry it forward. So it was, the simplicity of it is really mind blowing. And the third thing is, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It every time you are able to master a technique and successfully apply it to your personal agenda, it gives you a sense of satisfaction or accomplishment, thinking that you're not alone. You're not you're not alone in this complicated subject, surrounded by big words and complicated words and methods and question papers, and how will you do this, all these questions are put to rest. So it really gives you a satisfaction, and it gives you a very calm, peaceful feeling. So, and I have many more. If you will ask me to go on, I will go on, but these are my main 3 points on why I personally joined memory classes, and I think others will help. It will help the others with this as well.
Perfect. With that, Ruhi, you're already a doctor. You're definitely, you will rock the uh, subject whatever you're studying now. Now, my support is always there. And for the upcoming aspirants, they think that okay, this is a tough nut to crack, or this is something I can't do, I can't manage. What is the suggestion you give to them? Because there are so many aspiring doctors, they want to really do good, and there's a lot of potential out there, but somewhere they are stuck. Okay, what is the advice you give to them about these memory classes? Should they do this? Will it definitely help them? What is the step forward they have to take right away?
So, one thing about my medical journey or my student journey, what I found was, uh, as medical students, we start running from ninth ke, oh, next year boards are there. Then we start running that, oh, we have to choose a subject, 11th and 12th, then 12th boards, then exams, then mbbs, then NEET PG, then MD. So we are running, we've been running for a long time. So you really need to think about it in a long term, as a long term project. So this is something which I felt that you have to see whether this is the field for you. First of all, if it really gives you joy, if it really interests you, thinking that you want to take medicine as a field, and this is something which you are more curious about, then the memory techniques will help you get there. You're running, but are you running at in the right path? Are you just zigzagging through life, you
Correct.
know, not knowing where your goal is, or not knowing whether you're on the right path, in the right direction? So I think these memory classes give you the right direction. So with the simple things, you can just find your path and keep going at it. It reinforces your goal. So definitely taking this memory class was a huge help for me, and I hope
Perfect.
it's
Now,
for all the aspirants as well.
definitely. Thank you for enlightening everyone on that. Now, Ruhi, what if Ruhi had joined these classes when she had come to her 11th and 12th? Then what? If she had joined at that time, rather now, you're just my student, maybe a 30 days back student. Yeah, maybe 30 days back. What if Ruhi had joined when she was in her 11th or 12th? Then what? How would Ruhi be today?
So that's like a world of possibilities. So, but one thing which is a personal goal for me is, throughout my studies I've always missed out on the gold medal. So now with these classes I can aim for that, basically. So I'm aiming for a gold medal in my subject. uh, let's hope that comes true, but maybe I could have achieved it earlier with these classes.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let's keep it as when are you finishing your super specialty now?
So May 2025.
Okay, so May 2025, we are seeing Dr. Ruhi with her gold medal
Yes, sir.
for sure.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Now, Rohit, this is not the first time that I'm training doctors. I've already introduced some of the doctors. I've shown you their case studies also. My students have been gold medalist earlier. So when I tell this, people feel like, okay, is it okay? Is it one student or two students? Now, Ruhi, you have added value to the fraternity, telling people what it is. See, Deepak may not be for another 10 years or 20 years. Okay, I've been teaching from past 24 years. I may teach for another 20 years or 30 years. But Ruhi, on records, this will always be there. And people will know Ruhi for this and what you have done and what value you're trying to add. And I know that you will be a great, great doctor coming ahead. Okay, with the kind of achievements what you have done. And with these memory techniques and with the gold medal, whatever you're, I'm already declaring that Dr. Ruhi has got a gold medal now. Okay. Last, finally, to wrap it up, Ruhi, uh, how people can start with their NEET journey. Point number one, with memory techniques, what they can do, and how they should start immediately so that they can make their life easy as you are making it as well. Because the kind of volume of book you showed now, it scares me actually. Okay, putting my 4 5 books together, that doesn't make one book of yours. Okay, right? And people, when they see that book itself, it's like they get petrified. They said, okay, medicine is not for me. Okay, to wrap it up, what you would love to suggest everyone who's listening to this, and I'll tell you, Rohit, this is going to be one of the podcasts, one of the talks. Okay, but I would love to do with a lot of people, but doing it with you is something special. So please wrap it up for us. Tell people how exactly they can take this journey forward. How can they come out of all those myths and make their life easy?
Uh, for every NEET aspirant, I would like to say, um, don't fear it. Don't fear the exam. Don't fear the subject. Just move forward, because this is something that you chose because you enjoyed it and you are curious about it and you want to learn more. um, Approach it with a student mindset, like you are a learner. You are there to learn. You are not there to do better than this person or that person. You are there to crack the exam, get into your dream college, get into your dream stream, and learn. So approach it with a very learner mindset, and you will see that you are advancing in your field in the exams without realizing how. So I would like to end with this quote saying that the best time was to start yesterday, but the next best time is now. So start with the techniques now. Start with your preparation now. Don't think that you are going to add any value by trying to learn some tips or tricks or shorten the way of um, shorten the shorten the syllabus in a cunning way or something like that. Don't think those things. Sit down, start reading, use the techniques, use them well, and go for it.
Fantastic. Uh, Anything else? I hope I covered everything, every question possible. Anything else would you love to conclude at the end? Anything we missed, or you want to share something so that we don't miss any? I think I have absorbed maximum from you now. So anything else left you think you have to add, please add. Otherwise, we can
Sir,
wrap
I
it up.
would just like to add that when I joined the memory class, I was very skeptical about it. I was joining it with a very half-hearted, let's see what is it, very curious mindset. But I had already made up my mind that this will not work for me or my subject. But let's see. Let's see what happens. And have done a complete 180, because you are an amazing teacher. Thank you so much for teaching us and taking your time out and always being there for us. And these techniques have really, really helped me in a way I did not think it was possible. So from a skeptic, I have become a believer thanks to you, sir. So thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, Ruhi, a tough challenge for you. People who are listening, again, I want you to repeat that concept because people should not think, okay, Dr. Ruhi memorized the concept. Maybe she came prepared. Okay. Now I want you to repeat that concept, what you had memorized. Tell us again forward, backward. Then I'll leave you from here. Yeah.
Okay. So good histological subtypes of breast cancer. In hormone receptor positive, there are tubular, cribriform, mucinous, and encapsulated or solid papillary-like. And hormone receptor negative, it's adenosystic, low-grade adenosquamous metaplastic, and low-grade fibromatosis-like metaplastic. These are the
Fantastic.
subtypes.
Go,
And
go, go reverse.
I'll go backwards now. So good histological subtypes of breast cancer in hormone receptor negative patients, it's low grade fibromatosis metaplastic, low grade adenosquamous metaplastic, adenosystic type, and in hormone receptor positive, it's tubular, cribriform, mucinous, and solid or encapsulated papillary type.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Brilliant. So great inspiration, Ruhi, or for everyone. Okay. So what you have done today is massive, amazing, I should say, because everyone who would listen to this podcast would a lot of minds will open up and they feel like, okay, even I can do. If Dr. Ruhi can do it, even I can do it. Okay, that's the kind of perception you have brought up in this podcast today. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best for all your upcoming endeavors. Okay, I want you to be participate. Already, you're participating in the Indian Memory Championship. So that is the first event which is coming up for you. So I would love to see you winning a lot of medals and trophies. Okay. After 20th, I believe that we'll have one more podcast only on the championship. Right. Point number one. Say, as said that, again in the month of May, you have your exams. Okay. Already we have declared that Dr. Rui has got a gold medal. So that is what you please aim for it. Count me on that. On that journey, I would love to help you in and out. Let us see to that you get that gold medal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ruhi, for everything. And today we have a class. Let's meet in the class. Let's see what more we can teach you and how my experience will enlighten. And let's create more and more wow moments for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.